Well, hello guys, Gary Anderson here. I'm going to teach you how to make the best teriyaki beef jerky probably in the world. I'm going to give you my secret. I've been developing this for several years now, and you're going to need a few things. First thing you're going to need is the right meat. I use top round beef called Milanesa. You get this at Walmart. It's already finely sliced, and that's what I'm gonna use for my meat. I'm gonna use 4 tablespoons of liquid smoke, 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Hey, can anybody say that without sounding like they're drunk? Worcestershire sauce? I don't know. Half a cup of teriyaki sauce. About a third of a cup of sweet baby Ray's. I like the hickory and brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of meat tenderizer. 1 teaspoon of paprika. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, and 2 tablespoons of black pepper. You'll also need a cutting board, a knife, a container, measuring cup, and measuring utensils. Okay, so I'm going to mix what I just told you in the container right here. Okay, now I've got all the ingredients in my container here, and I'm just going to mix them up with a simple whisk and get it all melded together. Okay, I've got about 7.5 pounds of this meat. You can make it in different configurations, but I've got enough for 7.5 pounds of jerky here before I dehydrate it. Next, what I'll do is I'll trim the meat. I'll trim the fat off I can on the edge, and then I'll put it in a big old pile here, and then I'll take my knife and I'll cut it up into neat little squares. So I'll cut it down the middle into 2 separate pieces like so. And what I'll do is I'll cut it up into pieces like this, and take one at a time, and I'll just lay it separated in the mixture like so, and keep repeating until I get through all the meat. So as you can see, it's starting to fill up quite nicely. I'm 2 packages in to the 7.5 pounds. Usually I make 5 pounds of jerky, but I got a 10 tray dehydrator, so I'll be probably running a full 10 trays twice. Okay, I'm down to my last package of meat. This tray is filling up good. It's gonna be all the way to the top when I'm done. A lot of jerky. All right guys, I've got all the meat cut up, separated, and it's now time to mix it all together in the container here. Let me show you. There we go. So what you do is you knead it and roll it. And the reason you separated all the pieces of meat is so they can all get coated with the ingredients that you saw earlier. So this can take a little bit of time to do, and See, it's just, a lot of it's not even coated as far as that's concerned. Here goes my grandson walking behind me. 9 years old today. And today is what, the 12th of January, 2024. For reference. Wow. Okay, I'm going to shut this off. You get the idea. I noticed that I needed a little bit more Sweet Baby Ray's and teriyaki sauce, so I just added, a little dab will do you to make sure it's all evenly coated. Okay, well, the mixing is done. I put it in the refrigerator, leave it in there for 8 hours or more, and I'm ready to show you what I do with the dehydrator and how I lay it all out. Well, good morning. It is a day later, roughly almost 24 hours, and my beef jerky has been sitting, melding itself in the refrigerator. And today, this morning, I am going to enlist the help of my granddaughter, Sky, who turned 5 last November, and she is going to help me line the trays with the beef jerky. So in the dehydrator, let me show you the dehydrator that I have. I got this at Cabela's. It is a 10 tray. There's different settings, and right here is for beef jerky, the one of the higher ones for hotter temperatures. And it is a 10 tray system, and as you can see, the trays are plastic, I guess, or I mean, they won't melt or anything like that. I've been using this machine for years now, and we're gonna line it with parchment or wax paper, either one, and I like to do that to keep my trays clean. Okay, you can opt not to use that kind of paper, but I have that prepared as well. So I've got the paper cut size for the dehydrator, and I'm waiting on my special expert to arrive, Sky. She'll be here shortly, and she's gonna help me load these trays up with the jerky. Okay, I've been letting this stay in the refrigerator for the last 24 hours. So the ingredients is through every piece of meat that I have right here. All right, so what I like to do is make sure my hands are perfectly clean. I just washed them. Actually, I just took a shower, and you just open them up. Oh, this is, I'm gonna lay it down here, just like that. Try and utilize as much space as you can without wasting space, because this is close as you can get without overlapping. And again, my granddaughter Sky absolutely loves helping Papa make beef jerky. She is going to light up like a Christmas tree when she sees that I have been waiting for her to help me with this job. I'm just going to do this one tray now, and she should be here very shortly. And with that, I'm going to shut the camera off. Okay, so you see the completed tray, and I just slide it. Tray spot number 1, and pull out tray number 2. Take a piece of parchment or wax paper and start loading it up. All right, so I'm gonna have you do your own tray. Okay, Sky? And there's my professional helper, Sky. And so here you go. We're going to move this right here. Okay. Okay. Now that I've listed the help of Sky, she's wearing a Pink Floyd t-shirt. She's got her tray. She's gonna load that up and see how well she can do. And this is my tray, just like that. Okay, that's my tray, and it's going in. Sky's doing a great job. She's getting her tray ready too. You got her hair tied back, so none of it gets into the...
And the cat is in trouble.
Okay, we got all 10 trays filled. It's time to close it up and get it ready to do the dehydration. Okay, tucked away in a little corner in the playroom back here, we've got the dehydrator doing its job. Now what we're going to do is we check back here in 2-3 hours, then I'm going to turn over every piece of jerky. See you in a couple, 3 hours. Okay, it's been I think about 3 hours since I fired this bad boy up. Let's take a look and see what we got here. All right, now, yeah, this is the perfect time to go ahead and turn these bad boys over because it's kind of dry on top, wet on the bottom. The trick is to keep it so it's chewy. And so I'm going to turn them all over. Okay, so I turned all those over. Now, generally speaking, the ones on the bottom are nowhere as near as cooked as the ones on the top, so I'll take the bottom 2 shells and I'll move it to the top after about 3 hours. Put the ones on the top on the bottom. And I'll also check the tray next to the bottom. It's a little more dry. Still needs to be turned over, so I'm going to go down one at a time and turn the jerky over. Well, okay, I just turned them over and 3 hours into the dehydration, and some of them, the little pieces, are actually ready right now. I'm going to come back and check them in about, I would say, an hour and a half, and they ought to be ready to come out. So I'll see you in about an hour and a half, okay? Okay, well, let's take a look. Should be done by now. Been there a total of 6 hours. You gotta make sure it's still. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it's done. Man. There it is. A nice little chew to it. There you go. Gary Anderson's Texas Teriyaki beef jerky. Best. You can't get any better. Just saying. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a good evening.